Hello everyone, good morning. It is Saturday again. Today it's really gloomy, really gray, really wintry. Can you see this mist? Kind of spooky. But I will not let that ruin my day. We have a lot of Christmas shopping to do. I have not bought one gift yet. Am I a bad person or what? Santa Claus should give me some coal this year. We are also going to have to plan our Christmas dinner this year. We're doing something really low-key because we're not going to be able to go anywhere. So we're just going to stay home and celebrate the two of us. Then we have to go to the supermarket to buy food for our Christmas dinner. We're going to a vintage shop today, which is really exciting. It's something a lot of you guys have been asking about. So I'll try and show some of the vintage shops that we have here in Milan. I think despite the very weird, very gray weather, we'll be able to have fun and do some fun things. Oh, and we're also going to a Christmas concert tonight in one of my favorite churches here. Beautiful kind of Renaissance church. So I'll show you that as well. And you guys, so many of you are new here. So I thought that, well, we'll see how this goes. But if you want to drop some questions in the comments down below, maybe I could do some Q&A at one point. I have done one in the past with questions that no one has asked, so maybe this time I can actually answer things that people want to know. What do you want to know? I will answer them as truthfully as I can. A little fun fact. This was my first car. My dad is kind of a car aficionado, and instead of giving me a normal entry-level hatch, he actually got me a vintage Beetle. It was perfect. It was cream and the doors were kind of this cappuccino brown, and it had a beige interior with espresso piping, and the door opened by itself when I did like a curve or any sort of fast movement. It was such an experience. It did not last because my mom got really mad. She thought it was not safe, and it probably wasn't. But yeah, it was my first car. Hello everyone, it is much later now. We have had a lovely meal at McDonald's, and now we're in our first spot, which is a vintage shop very famous here in Milan called Vintage Delirium. It is located in a courtyard, so within an actual building. Lovely building, by the way. And here you will find all types of treasures. They have designer, they have vintage with no labels, they have pieces from every period in fashion history, they have accessories, they have menswear. It's really cool. Well, that was a very successful little shopping trip. I got a few earrings that I was looking for that I'm not gonna show you on this vlog. I'm going to show you on a video that I might have already posted actually. Very happy. And the girls there are super nice. They tell you the story of the clothes, show you the details about how the garment is made and where it came from. Everybody's super cool and very welcoming. Hello everyone, we are back home. Greetings everyone. Mari from the future editing here. I am so sorry about this messy background. I did not see it on the viewfinder at the time I was filming. Everything seemed okay and blurry. I apologize. I will do better, but for the time being, can you just try and ignore it? Thank you. And I thought I would show you what I got. I did a lot of shopping. My credit card is hurt. I'm not sure if it'll ever recover, but it is Christmas and it happens every year, so I guess it was to be expected. I got presents for my family, for my husband, for myself, so I'm gonna show you everything. First thing I got for my brother. He is a lover of coffee, and we have actually bought this year. It was one of the greatest finds, which is the Bialetti coffee maker. It is the Brikka version. This is great because it pressures the coffee a lot more, so it comes out way creamier, really similar to the ones you can get at a coffee bar or a coffee shop. So I'm pretty sure he's going to love this. Then for my mom, I got this sweater. It's a cashmere sweater from Uniqlo. My mom is completely obsessed with Uniqlo because of the practicality and the quality of the pieces, the fact that they last forever and that they are really warm. But where she lives in Lisbon, they do not have Uniqlo. So whenever I can send her some pieces, I try and send it to her because she wears them a lot. And I know that she'll be thinking of me whenever she wears it. For my dad, I got a Creuset that is actually already on its way because the store sent it out. So it is not here with me. I got him a cast iron skillet, which he has been wanting for a while. I am, as you know, a huge fan of Le Creuset, and I believe everybody should have at least one in their kitchen. So I got my dad the skillet because he likes doing sauces and he likes grilling and was in need of a pan that would be very versatile, so it can be used on the stove, it can be used in the oven, and I think he's really gonna like it. For my husband, I got a THERAGUN Mini. THERAGUN, if you don't know, is kind of like a massager, but very powerful, very intense. I particularly do not like it because it actually hurts. My husband loves shiatsu, he loves part massages, so this one is a great one, especially in the cold, if you're getting muscle pains, maybe catch cold winds and then your neck starts to hurt. So this one is a really good one. It is smaller, so it's not bulky. I have already gifted it to him and he is already loving it. I am starting to get a little jealous because I feel like I don't have a place in his life anymore, but at least I was the one to give him the gift. Then for me, I got a few things. First up, I went to Shiseido. I was looking on Instagram and I saw a post by Namvo. If you guys don't know her, is a makeup artist that is known for her very glowy looks, like really glowy. And she was talking about this foundation that she by mistake used as a concealer, and it was magical, super natural, super hydrating. It is the Future Solution LX Total Radiance foundation. It's a little bit on the pricey side. It cost 103 euros. But given that I'm going to be using this as a concealer, you do get a whole lot. It does go a long way. It has great benefits for your skin. I have very thin skin under my under eyes, so something like this makes me more comfortable with actually wearing makeup and covering up dark circles. It's pricey, but I think it's going to be very worth it. And also from Shiseido, it's called the Brow Ink Trio. Since I started posting vlogs specifically, so videos where I'm out and about, not caring that much about how I look like, my eyebrows are crazy. They're insane. They are just wild and free and they do not behave. So I thought that maybe investing in a good eyebrow pencil, I would just kind of take care of that. This one is really good because you get the actual pencil. It also has a spoolie on the other end, which is great for brushing it out so you don't look like you have a tattoo over your brows. And it has a setting powder. So for me, this is great because since I do have a lot of brow hair, the pencil itself does not get in all of the nooks and crannies, but the powder does. So it really sets the pencil and also defines the shape. Another thing that was kind of introduced to me by an influencer, Alana Davidson, if I'm not mistaken, is the Veleda Skin Food. This is supposed to be very hydrating, very thick, so great for areas of the body and of the face that are really dry. My hands are destroyed from this winter, so I thought this would be a great little hand cream. I got the smaller size because I had never tried it before, and it cost me like $7. So if it does bring back the life and the quality of the skin on my hands, I think this is truly a steal. Elena actually uses this on her face, which I think is very brave. I'm not sure if my face would take that much hydration, but if you have very dry skin, she swears by it, so maybe you could try buying a little one and testing it out. Then I went to Sephora and got a little kit from Fresh. I have completely used my facial cleanser and my moisturizer. And when I saw this, I thought, well, this is a great time to try Fresh products, which I've never tried before. First, you get a soy face cleanser. I thought this was going to be a little bit bigger, not gonna lie, but that's okay. I'll try it out, and if I like it, I'll buy the full size. It is made for all skin types. It's rich in amino acids, and it gently cleanses face and eyes. Then you also get a tiny, not really tiny, this is quite generous actually, the Rose Dip Hydration Facial Toner, which is also very famous by the brand. You can see the actual rose petals in it, which makes it very appealing. I want to smell it actually. Let's see. I thought it would smell more of roses, but the fragrance is not what matters. What matters is the actual result. Then you get a rose face mask, a tiny travel size. Then you get a tiny little Fresh lip balm, which is also very famous. Pretty rosy pink color. And for the full size product, I got a Rose Dip Hydration Face Cream, which is what I actually needed. So this is supposed to be rose infused. I love the smell of roses. And this one does smell like it. Hopefully it's not too fragrancy on my skin. Not greasy, kind of gel-like actually. Love this. This was one of the most beautiful things I've seen in the Christmas season here in Milan. It was basically a reenactment of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, but intertwined with the reenactment, they actually had a choir singing Christmas carols. So it was kind of like the soundtrack to A Christmas Carol with Christmas carols. It was truly amazing. The only thing is that the reenactment was in Italian, so it kind of loses its Dickensian magic a little bit, if you will. But it was so beautiful, and they sang all of the classics, and we are in one of the most beautiful churches, in my opinion, in Milan. It is called San Calimero. It is tiny but very powerful in terms of beauty, so I'm going to show you guys around. Well, if this morning looked very spooky, tonight I feel like I'm ready to be visited by the ghosts of Christmas past. Hey everyone! So, after a very glamorous day of shopping, Christmas concert, we have to do practical things now. So we are in the supermarket. Nothing really exciting, but I thought I'd just show you what we have here. I love seeing supermarkets from other YouTubers because there's usually very specific things, so I'll try and show you something around those lines. I love going to the supermarket here. It's always a fun time. They have amazing deals, they have cheese everywhere, wine. What else can a girl want? See what I mean? Cheese everywhere. It is paradise for me. Maybe not for you, but for me, definitely. One of the many advantages of living in Europe is the wine selection in the supermarket, so you can get really good wines for less than 10 bucks. This is one that I really like, and it's $6.99. And you of course have an entire aisle just for pasta. Well, hello everyone. Good morning. I am speaking very low because it's truly very early. I don't want to wake up the neighbors. If this face doesn't scream Monday, I don't know what does. I apologize for my lack of pizzazz at 6 in the morning, but I just can't. Like, I'm not going to put on makeup just to talk to the camera. This is a vlog, this is real life, so it is what it is. This morning I am going to make my game plan for the week. Like I said, we are having Christmas dinner and Christmas lunch, just the two of us. But still, I want to make it special, so I do like to plan things out. For Christmas dinner, we are choosing to go a little bit lighter, so we're just going to eat some tortellini soup, maybe some dessert and some champagne. But for Christmas Day, we're going all out. What I like to do when I'm planning for Christmas is write down every ingredient that I'm going to need for a recipe. I write it down on paper, and then when I'm sure of what I need, so I check my kitchen to see if I have anything. I check to see if I have to go to different stores to buy different ingredients, and then I go to my iPhone, and on my checklist I write it out down so I can have it with me at all times. But something else that I do when I'm doing this list is actually write down the steps to each recipe. This way I know which steps I can do in advance. So if I have to cook some stock, if I have to chop something, if I have to freeze something, all of these things can be made in advance, and I prefer to do it that way. So on the day off, I know that I have more time to enjoy the holidays, have a drink, and not be running around the kitchen like a crazy person. So like I said, on the 24th, we're having tortellini soup, and I'm not going to make the tortellini by hand. We have a bunch of great people who make amazing pasta in this country, so I don't need to go through that work. But I am making the stock myself. I already think that I'm going to start doing that either today or tomorrow. Make a big batch that I can also use for other recipes, and either freeze it or leave it in my fridge. And on the night of the 24th, I can just put it in a pan, put in the tortellini, and call it a day. Then for the 25th, we're going a little bit more over the top. So we're having quail and we're having duck breast, something that we usually don't eat during the year. I wanted something special, and I feel like these two dishes are easy enough to make at home but different enough to make it special. And with that, we're having a little salad and maybe even a potato pave. I saw this recipe on a channel called About to Eat, where this guy makes like all of these different recipes with just potatoes, which I thought was such a great idea. I mean, if you buy things in bulk, or if you have potatoes lying around, you don't want to make the same old recipe over and over again. They teach you different ways of making it, and they do it with potatoes. They've done it with pumpkin, a bunch of other things. It's a really, really great series if you like cooking. And then for dessert on the 25th, we're probably going to get something from a pastry shop. So one thing that I do have to do is call them to see if they're open on the 25th in the morning. This way I can get these pastries as fresh as I can. If they're not, I have to stop by on the 24th. So yeah, let's start the day. Today I just have a lot of work to do because it's the last couple of days that I'm going to be working, and then I am on holiday finally. I guess I'll try and check in with you, but it's a pretty busy day, so maybe I'll check in at the end of the evening or something like that. We'll see. Well, everyone, it is much later in the day. I feel like we started the day sitting on this desk and we're going to end the day sitting on this desk. I was actually going to make some scones with you, but I'm just gonna leave that for tomorrow, so next vlog. Today I'm just going to try and finish editing this part 3 of Vlogmas. This way I can just start fresh and just show you guys what I actually do during Christmas week, which is the most exciting week for me of the year. So we'll see each other again next time. Don't forget to leave a question on the comments down below because I really want to do a Q&A. I don't know if enough people will be interested enough or will actually want to know the answers to the questions, but we can try, right? I'll keep asking until I get enough questions. So hopefully you guys have a great week. We will see each other again during all the Christmas hustle and bustle. Bye!